Gracious, gracious Lord Jesus Christ, we gather here this afternoon in recognition and celebration of the mutual love of McKenna and Chris and the coming together of two families into one. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of your very, very special day. I realize I wasn't the first choice, but that's not the first time that's happened. And quite frankly, Chris, I regret not knowing you better or for a longer period of time, but I hope to in the times to come. But the mere fact that McKenna loves you really tells me a whole lot about you. For the McKenna I know and remember has always been kind of picky about her choices. And there's nothing wrong with that, McKenna. And Chris, I truly believe McKenna has chosen well, as I am very impressed by you. McKenna, so much of what I just said to Chris is true of you as well. Both of you know what you want in this life and have prepared for your next chapter of life through your schooling and life choices. You have worked very hard, and I am fully confident that that will not change in the future. You are motivated to be all you can be as a couple. You are humble and grateful for the great start your families have given to both of you. The model for a happy life is what you have lived. Continue in that model, but also know, as a couple, you must find your own way. I love you.
You're beautiful.
A friend of mine, Mr. Crouch in the back, and I spent 12 hours in a garage breaking the law one day, and we brewed some whiskey. And we named it Starting Block Whiskey because these two met behind the starting blocks at a swimming pool.
You look amazing. Your dress is beautiful.
It looks so good.
I know. You did really well.
I know.
And McKenna shared that you met at South Dakota State University as you were both swimmers. And Chris, McKenna mentioned that she didn't really notice you at first. What does that mean? I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but nonetheless, let's take the high road and say that you remained what you are and you didn't try to make a big impression upon her. And pardon this pun, you didn't do a big splash upon McKenna, but instead you allowed time and circumstances to lead your way. If that was your strategy, it worked well. And McKenna, you obviously noticed Chris at some point, and obviously you loved what you came to know. That is this, that Chris is a good man, a competitor as you are, someone you have chosen to spend your life with. And all I can say is good for both of you.
I take you, McKenna, to be my wife.
I take you, Chris, to be my husband.
To have and to hold.
From this day forward.
In joy and in sorrow.
In joy and in sorrow.
In plenty and in want.
In plenty and in want.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
To love and to cherish.
As long as we both shall live.
As long as we both shall live.
This is my solemn vow.
Family and friends, it is my great pleasure and honor to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Chris Angerhofer. Chris, you may kiss your bride.
Once upon a time, when McKenna was a little girl, her favorite movie was Father the Bride. So McKenna would come through the house and she'd gather my smoldering hot wife Connie and myself. So as we're watching the movie, George has this in his mind of a backyard wedding a venue, balloons, a tent, some cake. He's grilling hot dogs and hamburgers. Fast forward, and here we are basically in my backyard with a tent. We have hamburgers, we have adult beverages, but it really came to the point, and I got to thinking that it really isn't the venue that makes your wedding special. It's the people in this room, the loved ones, the family, the mentors that have been with you guys day in and day out and have really meant the most to you in your life. Mom and I, Steve and Madeline, would like to congratulate the two of you and wish you the best of luck. We love you. Raise your glass, toast, cheers!